Hello, everyone, and welcome to this latest edition of the Money Man News. Now, if you're missing the traditional banknote reveal videos, don't worry, they will be coming back very soon. I've been having some disruption to my normal banknote supply because of the virus that we will not mention. And it's disrupting postal services, and because flights aren't flying and post isn't being sent around the world, I'm struggling at the moment. However, I do have some stuff in the pipeline, so don't worry. Now, what I'm going to cover today is actually some old news, but it might have bypassed you because the banknotes that it's concerning were announced 5 years before they're actually due to be introduced into circulation. So, what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the new Japanese yen notes. And I've got a little article here from Inside Asia Gaming, which is not known for its numismatic knowledge. However, they've done a nice preview of all the banknotes right here, and I've got to say that they look absolutely fantastic. I'm very excited about this series. Now, if we think about the current generation of Japanese banknotes, I've got to say that I find them quite boring. They're very drab, and I don't like the style. Don't get me wrong, I love Japanese culture, I love Japanese art, I love Japanese history, and I've been to Japan many times, and I love it every time I go. However, their banknotes just don't do it for me. It sort of reminds me of the US dollar. Now, the reason for that is if you think about the US dollar, it's pretty much remained relatively unchanged in its basic design for a very long time, and there's a very real reason for that. The Americans want the US dollar to remain the most recognizable currency around the world. Therefore, its design hasn't changed much fundamentally. And I think the Japanese follow that same doctrine. Their banknotes have been stylized pretty much the same way for a very long time. Even if you go back to the 1940s and 1930s, their banknotes look really similar. So there could be a reason behind that. And we've got to remember that the yen is one of the highest traded currencies internationally in the world, okay? So I can understand why it's not changed that much. However, for me, it's boring. And it's an unusual currency because principally there are only three denominations that are widely circulated. That's the 1,000, the 5,000, and the 10,000. We don't count the 2,000 commemorative because it is not often used in Japan. It's not widely circulated. One of the main reasons is that a lot of automated systems don't actually process these notes. They can't. They can't recognize them. So Japanese people don't like using these, and you'll seldom see them used in Japan. So we won't think about the 2000. We'll just ignore that and pretend it doesn't exist. So it's a really easy set to actually complete. Now, when these new banknotes are released in 2024, I would definitely be trying to get hold of them because they look absolutely fantastic. I love the portraits on the front. I think they look really cool. This sort of like 1920s, 1930s era photography kind of stuff going on. It's really nice. And I like how the portraits match the colour scheme of the banknotes. I think that's really cool. Now, who have we got featured on these banknotes? Well, I'll link the article in the description so you can take a look for yourself. And I'll also link the Bank of Japan if you want to have a look there as well. But it says, Eiichi Shibusawa, known as the father of Japanese capitalism, will be featured on the 10,000 yen note. Umeko Tsuda, who was an educator and promoter of female education, will be the face of the 5,000 yen note. And on the 1,000, you can see Shiba Saburo Kitasato, who laid the foundation of modern medicine. So three important characters from Japanese past, from Japanese history. Yeah, there we go. And then it said the other side of the bills will show Tokyo Station, Wisteria, and the Great Wave of Kanagawa from the 36 views of Mount Fuji by artist Hokusai Katsushika. Okay, so you can see we've got the Tokyo Station, and then we've got the next one, which is we've got the Great Wave of Kanagawa here, and then I'm not too sure what this is. This one. It's a plant, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So you can see that this is the first banknote printing since 2004. And the interesting thing about this is they announced these banknotes 5 years before they're due to be introduced. Now, why was that? Well, Japan's going through a dynastic change. The old emperor is stepping down, he's abdicating, and the new emperor is taking the throne. And when this happens in Japan, they declare a new era. Okay, a new historical era. So the previous one was Heisei, the new one is going to be Reiwa. Now, the weird thing about this is that the dynastic succession and the introduction of these new banknotes were announced within like 24 hours of each other. However, the Bank of Japan maintains that it's merely coincidental. Now, I find that really bizarre. And I don't know why they would lie about that. Maybe it is coincidental, but for me, these represent the change into the new Japanese era of Reiwa, and I think that makes them more interesting. Why would you deny the connection there? That makes it cool. So for me, I don't understand what the Bank of Japan is doing by saying that it's merely coincidental. However, this article has also made that connection, and I made that connection when I first saw this news. So if we look at the banknotes further, it says the Ministry of Finance has stated that the new notes will incorporate cutting-edge anti-counterfeit technologies. Well, so they should. I mean, Japan is a first-world nation, a massive economy, and its currency, like I said, is one of the highest traded currencies in the world. So they should be sophisticated. And they're incorporating 3D hologram technology, which I think is really, really cool. So I can't wait to get these banknotes under UV light and see what is hiding under the surface. So let me know what you think. I'm really, really hopeful for this new series. I think it's going to be incredible. So let me know what you think down in the comment section about this new series. Are you excited about it like I am? So like I said, I'll be returning to normal service very soon. I just got a letter this morning with some incredible banknotes in. So I've got some really special stuff to show you in the near future. So don't forget that you can like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell button so you get notifications. And you can find me on Facebook at TheMoneyMan 1066. If you need to contact me about anything or you want to look at banknotes in my collection, you can find everything on my Facebook page. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. It's the Money Man signing out for now. Bye bye.